In the news, Niger Delta groups reject 3% fund for host communities. Protesters shun security operatives present hold Lagos rally. Jacob Zuma wants court to reconsider and resigned 15-month sentence. Increased risk of debt default in Africa is due to decline in economic output, says AFDB. Details coming up shortly. This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinomo, and you're watching TOS News 360. Agitators of the Yoruba nation defied the heavy presence of armed policemen and soldiers around Gani Farahimi Park, Ojota, Lagos, and came out in their numbers. The rally that was scheduled to start at 9 a.m. did not begin till past 11 a.m., while the Commissioner of Police, Hakeem Odumosu, was addressing journalists. Different kinds of freedom songs were chanted, including "No Going Back, We Want Odua Nation," among others. Recent development as at the time of filing this report says a stray bullet used to disperse the peaceful protesters hit a lady identified as Jumoke hawking soft drinks. In a related development, Sunday Igboho has fired back at the Nigerian Secret Police, the state security service, over the invasion of his home in a bid to effect his arrest, noting that arms displayed on social media claiming to be his are not. TOS Television News had earlier reported that Igboho's house located in Soka, Ibadan, capital of Oyo State, was invaded around 1 a.m. on Thursday. The activist made this known in a statement by its spokesperson Olayemi Koiki on Friday. He asked that he protects himself with traditional powers, not with guns. Some Niger Delta leaders and prominent groups have rejected a 3% of oil companies' profit allocated to host communities following the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill by the National Assembly. A retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Udomudo Ekpodom, argues that the National Assembly members from the region did not do enough in ensuring a better package for host communities in the recently passed bill. They insist that a 3% bar reviewed upwards for the sake of peace and justice for the host communities. The group, however, commended the 9th National Assembly for making the bill a reality after about 20 years in limbo. On security matters, Governor Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina State says banditry and other violent-related activities have no place in the culture of Katsina indigents. He made this known while commissioning an Islamic center built by a Kuwait-based charity group, Revival of Islamic Heritage, on Saturday in his hometown Kafur local government, Katsina. He called on the Katsina indigents to examine themselves where they went wrong. He asked that he believes good education will help in bringing out a better society. To development across Africa, South Africa's ex-president Jacob Zuma has asked South Africa's top court to reconsider and resigned its 15-month jail sentence decision for failing to appear before a graft inquiry. The Constitutional Court, in an unprecedented ruling on Tuesday, handed Zuma a 15-month jail term for contempt for defying its order to appear at the inquiry into corruption while he was president. Zuma, in the documents filed on Friday, said he had been advised it would not be futile to make one last attempt to invite the Constitutional Court to relook its decision and to merely reassess whether it has acted within the Constitution or erroneously beyond the powers vested in the court by the Constitution. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching TOS News 360. More stories on Africa, the global scene, business and sport when we return. Do stay with us. You're welcome back. Across Africa, Libyan maritime officials have acknowledged that a Libyan Coast Guard vessel had fired warning shots at a migrant boat in the Mediterranean Sea to stop the migrants from crossing into Europe. German NGO Sea Watch on Thursday released footage filmed from a plane showing the Libyan Coast Guard chasing a blue wooden boat with a small engine at high speed. The boat had at least 24 people on board. The Libyan Navy, in a statement late Thursday, said the Libyan vessel had endangered the lives of migrants during the chase, vowing to hold those responsible to account. A UN-backed Libyan political dialogue forum aimed at paving the way for the rescheduled national elections concluded in Switzerland Friday without finding a common ground. They had been expected to establish a constitutional basis for presidential and parliamentary elections by July 1st. Raison Donzenenga, the Assistant UN Secretary General and coordinator of the UN support mission in Libya, in his closing remarks, told the delegates and UN officials to continue to consult among yourselves to pursue a workable compromise and cement what unites them. On the foreign scene, at least 20 people are missing and 2 confirmed dead in central Japan after a huge landslide hit Atami City at 10:30 local time following heavy rainfall. Japan is prone to mudslides and flooding during its rainy season. A task force has already been put together by Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga to respond to the disaster. He has offered his condolences, and residents in parts of 3 prefectures have been ordered to evacuate following warnings of further flooding in low-lying areas. In business, the African Development Bank has stated that the risk of debt default is increasing among African countries. A statement containing a strategy for economic governance in Africa launched on Friday by AFDB stated that Africa's declining economic output as a result of containment measures against COVID-19 and policy measures to stimulate the economies have heightened debt vulnerabilities. The bank suggests building the capacity for debt management is important, but with a need to revamp the nexus between growth, financing instrument, and effective governance. And to the world of sport, Nigerian forward Victor Moses has completed a permanent switch to Russian club Spartak Moscow, ending his 9-year association with the Blues on Friday. The 30-year-old joined the Premier League club from Wigan back in 2012, although he hasn't played for them since October 2018, having been shipped out on a number of loan moves over the years. After joining Chelsea in 2012 from Wigan, Moses finished 128 appearances for the Blues. He scored 18 goals and won the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Europa League. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Many thanks for watching.